Oh my god.
Hi, Mikey.
I'm gonna want to know what you two are talking about.
Hi guys. Well, this is not Loose Ends with Mikey. I meant to push the live and it went with the whole intro. So sorry, Mikey. But hello. And I'm glad that I see a couple of you have joined me on this impromptu Father's Day Sunday afternoon. So welcome. I had a bunch of fabric hanging around my house, like Canadiana fabric. And I just really needed to use it. And on my, doom scroll reel thing was all kinds of wreaths that were put up there for Canada Day and the 4th of July and all of those other things. And quite honestly, sunflowers for the fall and all these other things. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. So I went and got a couple of small things. Most of the stuff I've already had in my stash because, well, of course I do. If you saw my, crafting tickle trunk, you would understand. But I had the fabric, of course. But I went and got one of these wire wreaths from Michael's. And I'm just going to use zip ties for this to attach the fabric because I don't want to get in there and do all kinds of knots. Like, honestly, I did balloons the other day for something, and I gathered the balloons and attached them with zip ties, and that made my life so much easier. So I'm thinking I can do that with the fabric. So I'll keep doing this while I talk to you and let you know what my thoughts and my plans are. If you are watching this, please say hi in the comments. Scroll to the live comment section, just like you would if you're watching us with Loose Ends with Mikey. Love to hear from you. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. I'm just going to start off with 3 zip ties on each of these sections, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm hoping I don't have to cut any more fabric, but I spent the last hour cutting and starching my fabric. I thought that if it was starched, it would be a little easier to use, and it might hold its shape a little better. But who knows? Might not be a thing, but I could try. Again, had it in my stash. I also have beside me, if you can tell, I do have my rotary cutter, and I am working on my my self-healing mat. I did cut the fabric. I had 8s and fat quarters, honestly. Fat quarters. So that's what I have been using. I did have a couple other remnants that I used that were in the same colors, and you'll eventually see all of them, but they all have Canadiana things. I'm trying to think of whose it was. I think it's Stonehenge is the name of the, I think Stonehenge is the name of the fabric company. Hello, Karen from Ontario. Are you the Karen Armstrong I went to high school with? Just wondering. But anyway, because I did go to high school with a Karen Armstrong. I do have my glue gun here because I am going to be using that for the centerpiece. That's going to go right in the middle of this wire wreath. And I also have some macrame cord. I didn't have any cord for like my like for a ship, but I did have lots of this macrame cord. So I thought that I would use it to make the centerpiece. I also have pre-cut, because you didn't need to see that, a piece of cardboard that I can put the macrame around. And then I have something else to go in the center, but I will save that. Hello, Gordon. It is so good to see you. And I can't wait to see you in person soon. That's very exciting to me. I'm so glad that you're going to be joining Michael and I on the Nova Scotia experience. And I hope that it was okay that I said that out loud. Anyway, this is great. So I'm really happy that you're joining me. For some reason, there we go. Oh, it's your married name. Yes, we would have had a lot of fun if we did go to high school together. Very cool. I'm sure we would, because if you're on here right now, you're a crafty sort, so that would be really cool. All right, let me see if I can go. So I did go, this is from the Dollarama. I did get some green cable ties because I had lots of white ones in my stash, but I figured just in case I wanted it to kind of match the green that was here. So we're gonna go for it. And I'm not sure if I have enough of the long ones, but I have enough. And if I have to go to the white ones, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Because I was not thoughtful enough when I started this broadcast or before I started this broadcast to see exactly how many of these ties I would need for this size wreath. But that's part of the going with it that I am so known for. I don't usually plan much. It's just kind of a go for it kind of situation. Are the rest of them? I want to use all the big ones before I start using all the small ones. Because the small ones I think will be a little bit testier. Oh, I have a few more over here. Okay. Yay. I'm glad you're excited, Gordon. So I'm really thankful that Michael's letting me use this account here. I'm really liking this platform because this way you can kind of see what I'm doing and also see me as I'm working. And of course I can read what you're commenting. So I love that. I'm just going to move this out of the way over here. So when I start to go crazy with the fabric, it's not all in the way. There we go. I didn't think it was supposed to be a secret. It's okay. All right, so I've got 3 around those edges. I just have a few more here. So I think maybe I will put some in here. I might end up with, I guess I've got to figure out how many it's going to be to fill with the fabric that I have. I just knew it was going to be at least 3 pieces of fabric per section. So okay, so as I mentioned, I have lots of Canadiana fabric. So again, this is Stonehenge. This is from 2017. And the reason why I know it's from 2017 is because one of the fabric pieces that I do have was brand new during our Canadian Centennial. And look at that, 2017. So Stonehenge 2017, not quite vintage anymore, but pre-pandemic fabric that I've had for a while. So I had the 1867 to 2017. I have this one here with the Inuksuks on them. I have one here with maple leaves. I have a navy one here with maple leaves. Well, it's kind of navy. I have something with, true north, strong and free, diversity, all kinds of words that we appreciate here in Canada, all the things that we identify with. Democratic is in there as well. All of those. Okay, so that's that. What else do I have here? And then I have I don't know whose this is, but this fabric is not Stonehenge, but it went with the color combo, so I was good with that. So I'm going to start kind of using it all and putting it together. As I said, I did starch these, but it's just a light starch. So I don't know if it was even worth that, but we're going to go for it. So the idea I had was just to kind of make floral. So put that in here, attach it to I can maybe even attach 2. I think I'm going to need more fabric. But that's okay. I have more. I have a Nook Shooks, and I have, this is called the Stonehenge O Canada 4 fat quarter. There you be. Yes. I see that you said there. I think for now, I'll just do the one. So I'm just putting it through the loop and then tightening it. So it can attach to that wire base. So I am going to kind of alternate my fabric here a little bit. I haven't really got a plan in my head. I don't want it to be too exact with regards to that. But like I want it to be fairly random, but I don't want to have too close to like side by side. Okay, so I'll just kind of keep on keeping it on. Gordon, Canada would love to have you too. There we go. Hey, Grandpa was from British. Yes, that would be Canadian cred. So I do have a few more of these ones than I do of the others. So I might, just because that was a little larger. Yeah, I think maybe the 3 per is okay. That might be all right. I might want to add some more, but we'll see. I'm like, where are all my pieces? And for some reason, I got a little cocky and made these a little smaller. So why have we never thought to, why have I never thought to buy green zip ties? I don't know, but it kind of blends right in, doesn't it? It was one of those things, I'm not going to lie. I saw it in the Dollarama when I was there. And I'm like, ooh, this would be so much better than the white zip ties I have at home. So it makes sense though, doesn't it? At least I think it does. Let's get some of that in there and then hide it all. Then it's not in your face. You're not tying it. You didn't know green zip ties existed? Oh, so it is in the gardening section of our dollar store, Gordon. You can buy I don't know, Dollar Tree should have them. There we go. I'm gonna throw in another one of these. I'm like, where are the rest of I know I have more. I'm looking around because I can already tell right now I'm gonna need to cut more fabric. You've been living under a rock. No, you haven't. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah, all right, I'm happy with this. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this one. There we go. And of course, I'm going to cut the ties down as soon as I'm ready to go, but you know. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this because I do have some other fabric here as well. I also have some, this is up, I'll lift it up a little bit. This is the provincial flowers from all of the provinces and territories in Canada. And then I have one with a little bit of blue in it, which might actually have some fun in it. I might, and I also have one of this color with all the province names on it. Because I was thinking, depending on, I would save this for a different project. But I have a feeling I'm going to need more. I'm going to go around and see how much I need. And then I'm going to decide if I'm just going to open up the other 2 Stonehenge packages or if I'm going to cut up the other color. Provincial flowers. I know, right? Do you know what I'm thinking of? I don't even think I know what the one in Nova Scotia is, which is a little bit embarrassing. Because I know the Ontario is the Trillium. So that's cool, but you know, okay. Let's get some of these back in here. There we go. I'm like trying to find a couple of different versions so I can at least spread these out a little bit. There we go. And then I got another one of these. Actually, I'll use this one. There we go. The Mayflower. Really? Thanks for looking that up for me. I did not know that. The Mayflower. Who knew? Apparently Gordon did. Thank you for looking that up, Gordon. Yeah, this is a pretty big wreath. I knew I was going to need more fabric, but that's okay. I should have just cut more like I knew. Here's another one. Traveling. Okay, I can't pronounce that. Well, I thank you for looking it up online. All right. Here we go. Don't want to put that down. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. So isn't this fun watching me do this? Okay. Maybe this one? Yeah. And this one again. Arbutus. Arbutus. Did I say it right, Gordon? Oh, this one I pulled a little small. There we go. All right, how are we doing here? I'm definitely going to need more, but that's okay. I knew that. You were going to do a Canada Day wreath this morning and got distracted by quilting. Well, you still have your fabric out? Here you go. I like to you can say it the way you did, or hue, boo, as in hue. Okay. Or is that my accent? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is going to be huge. Oh my goodness. All right, so I did have enough to go around this outdoor edge here, and then I will start cutting some more, I think. Do I want that one? No, not that one. I want this one. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Where am I going to hang it? I'm going to hang it on my front door. On my front door. So that'll be good. Okay. I actually don't mind that, but I'm going to cut that little bit off. All right. So that is now all the way around. Next layer. I think what I'm going to do is do one in between all of them. So this one, I do have a couple left over of these pieces. So maybe I will do one of those here. I just want to make sure it's somewhat even. So, come on. There's that. And then I have one over here. Let's see if I can use a smaller one right across from it. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be nice. There's two. Get another one here. As I say, because the other colors are a little bit different. So in order to kind of keep some sort of symmetry here, I think I'm going to do this. Three. They're not that different, but different enough. Okay, and then, so there's, I need one down here, right? I'll do the other Canada flag. Right here. All right. Okay, so I do have some more of these, which I said I had lots of. So I'm going to add those. I'm just going to fill in now. And then whatever's left over, I will start with this first. And then I will do this one if required. But I have a feeling both are going to be required. But they're all from the same line, that O Canada line from Stonehenge. Okay, so there's one here. So let's put one here. Yeah, I'm not doing the math. I could easily do the math and figure out exactly how many squares I need, but those are details. Okay, so there's that. So that one's over there. So we're going to go over here. Oh, I have that there. So I'm going to do this one over here. Between the two over here. I just realized I put it on the wrong, I put that one on the wrong rung. Is that the correct word? I'm going to want to take that off. And of course, this is one of the ones I really tightened. Hold on. There we go. Ah, come on. Matching takes everything away from the fun of crafting. Thank you. But I don't want to match it, but I do like, because as you can tell, there's not I'm not doing it in any sequential order over here. But I do want, if there's different colors, I want different color hues to be prevalent. Okay, one down here. But if I use those, they should all be fine. This one can go down here between these two. Okay, so I'm going to put this down because I only have this style left. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But I should be okay. All right, let's cut these, shall we? Well, I'm the same way too. What is it called when you just kind of go for it with the crocheting? And it's like, what is it? Something balling it. I forget what Michael calls it. What does Michael call it? Or dogging it. Hot dogging it. I don't know. In other words, I just go and I just take chances. It's the same way with all my crafting. Raw dogging. Thank you. Appreciate the fact that you could understand me. Okay. So this one I'm just going to cut into 4. And I might not, or should I do 6? Let's do 6. It can go a little smaller. Oh, where did I put my, oh, I still had some of these. Dang it. I'm going to keep going with that, but I will do 6s. Where's my, here it is. And let's also just say, forget it, Karen, let's just eyeball it. Notice it, I didn't care if it was square or not. I just want an approximate size. And I could have done that, but here's 1, 2. Yeah, and with regards to raw dogging as well, I'm not going to care so much about the edges of this fabric. It is going outside. I do, even though I starched it, most of these, I do fully expect it to get a little wet and the starch to come out a bit, but also I'm sure it'll fray. I'm sure it'll fray. And while I'm here, I'll do this one as well. And forget it, look. How's them apples? I'm not even gonna care anymore. Hey, how are ya? It's nice to see you. Don't just ignore me here doing the, I'm not even gonna, I will take that off a little. Is it gonna matter there? Done. Now you don't have to wait for me. Okay, bringing it back. I was wondering too if I should try to, will this let me? I don't know. I don't think it's going to let me zoom in. Very strange. But anyway, hopefully you guys can still see it. Thanks. I'm glad you like. All right. So this one is I'm going to keep going. So I am just attaching all of these fabric pieces with the zip ties that I found at the Dollarama, the green zip ties around the green metal wreath form. Now the wreath form I did get at Michael's. They didn't have them at the Dollarama anymore, so that's okay. I'll forgive them. So I'm going in between. Just going to fill it in. Almost done. Yay. How many of you decorate for the holidays, whether it be your national holiday or Christian or other religious holidays? Spring, summer. I kind of like doing it all. I'm not going to lie. It gives me great pleasure. All right, I'm going to fill this one in. Notice I've only got 4 of them, so I'm just going to space them out a little bit. They don't have to be exactly. I don't want them to be exact because then it's going to look like I meant to do it like that. And I want it to look a little more random than that. Okay. There we go. You love to decorate, but you go all out for Christmas. See, I'm not a big Christmas girl, so I don't know. Be interesting. Oh, I want one of those right here. I can kind of see where I need to fill it in. So you'll decorate for anything. Most of the holidays. Very good. Fall and Christmas are faves. Oh, I know. Do you do Halloween where you are? Like Halloween isn't as big here in Canada as it is in the United States, but still do it. I'm more fall than Halloween though. I'll be honest. I'm more fall. I'm not so big on the scary Halloween stuff, although I thoroughly appreciate those who do it. And I will go and I will take and I will look and I will have fun with them. I have friends in Hamilton, Ontario that go all out. Grandparents went big for Halloween and Christmas. Excellent. Fall, yeah. I think fall's my favorite season too, to be perfectly honest. To be perfectly honest, I think that is safe to say. Am I done yet? Oh, did she? What type of wreaths did she make? What type of wreath making did she do? Like, this could be so much fun. Like, look at this. Oh, look at this. I'm actually excited for this. Oof. All the fall colors. Oh, yes, Gordon. Fall here is spectacular. It is so pretty here. So pretty here in the valley. It is stunning. But the spring is too. We have the Apple Blossom Festival here at the end of June. Well, I guess it's the end of May, beginning of June. Every year when the apple blossoms come out, because this area is like, we're like the fruit basket of the Maritimes here. So there's so much going on here. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking. I want this one. It's so much fun. Maybe not that one. Ooh, sorry, this one. So the apple blossoms make it really beautiful. Yes, come back. If you would love it, Gordon. With your trees and flowers and yeah. Nice. Okay, there's that. Now this one. This is filling up beautifully. I'm so excited. I finally used this fabric. She was New Brunswick, but they crossed from the. Oh, very good. All kinds, pine cone, dry leaf, dried flowers. Beautiful. I used to do a lot back in like, oh, geez, now how old am I? So about 35 years ago, I used to sell at a farmer's market, and 30 years ago, that was like dried flower heaven. And I used to do these, what I called them like earth frames. And I did like moss and dried flowers and made frames with them for gifts and stuff. All kinds of stuff, wreaths. And then I got pregnant. So I got pregnant 30 years ago. God help me. And I couldn't do it anymore. Summer sausage and eucalyptus are not my friend anymore because, you know, all the smells. All the smells get intensified when you're pregnant. And those are two things I cannot handle. Thank you to the farmer's market. Sounds good, Gordon. All right. Oh, I'm actually really thinking this is coming together. I can't wait to get all of the zip ties cut too, but give it a minute, give it a minute. All right. Excellent. Okay. You don't like eucalyptus and it's everywhere here. I bet it is. Well, California, hello. Yeah, yeah. I want this one here. I'm almost done, I think. Something here. Which one do I want? This one. I need one here too. It smells like medicinal pea. Yes, it does. I am never going to forget that. It's medicinal pea. Uh-huh. You won't find it in this house, Gordon. Sorry, that really amuses me. Oh my gosh. All right. How are we doing? Everybody still with me? Everybody still with me? Uh-oh. Well, too tight. That's a new dog. That's not Salty or Puppy Dog. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but dog's going to town. One over here. Right there. So right now I'm just kind of going around. I'm almost full. I'm just going around the wreath just to see if there's any open sections that I need to put some fabric in. I do have 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 more pieces I can add. There's another piece right there. You can hear the doggy? Yeah. That is not Salty or Puppy Dog for once. I'm going to hear about that later. But Salty and Puppy Dog are very vocal. And for those who don't know, Salty and Puppy Dog are our neighbors' dogs, and they are Great Pyrenees. So they are big sucks. All right, pretty much I'm getting there. How are we doing now? Almost on to the next spot. Get in there with the, just really tighten these, and that's another one. Okay. Any more holes? Hold on. I think that's one there. I need one right here, I think, because it looks pretty holy. Anyone else? Sorry, this one. Anyone else? Anyone see a hole? That's there. It's there. I can maybe put one over here. Could do that. I'm just going to use all these little pieces, so I have 2 more left by the look of it. So I'm sure I can find a home. Just making sure I find the right home for it. I said here and here, here, here. Here, that's one, that's down, up, down. I think maybe I'll put one right here. But I did get in between all of them. That first go around on the outside edge, I did get them around, so that's good. Right. One more. Probably right here. Up, down, right here. Found it. Okay. Oh, other way. That wouldn't be good. Having that go out the other way. Not good. All right. Okay. There it is. All right. So I'm going to now go in and clip. Maybe it's Mikey barking. Well, do you know what he's doing over there right now? Apparently he's sanding. Maybe he's listening to me, because I do that when he goes live, I'll listen to him. But then again, probably not. Mikey barking. Okay, I'm just going to get these out. And again, I'm not worrying too much about the scissors, because if I happen to snip the fabric a little, it's not going to hurt anything. Like I just did after I said that. There we go. About half done. That'll be good. I still have my centerpiece to do. It's not done yet. And I did get something else that I think I'm going to use. Am I sticking my tongue out yet? I'll sometimes do that when I'm thinking too hard. Okay. You could do this with all kinds of stuff too. I've also seen this done with picnic table covers, like tablecloths, like plastic tablecloths. Well, I guess it all depends on the look you're trying to achieve when you're doing this. But it would be easy to do those with the zip ties too. Probably easier with zip ties than anything. I did what, as I say, I had all this fabric that I was not going to use. Let's use it for something I can bring out every year. Well, I'm not going to use it the way I originally intended, which was a quilting project, by the way, Karen. Okay. Almost done. I have quite a few of these. Anyone start counting? Making sure. Okay. Okay. There we have it. Okay, so here's that part done. All the fabric. All right, so now, as I mentioned, I have this pre-cut board that I'm going to put in here. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there. Okay. So I am going to attach that. How am I wanting to attach it? Am I going to attach it with zip ties too? I could. But that'll be cute. Oop, hello. Okay, so I think maybe the first thing I'm going to do, I think I will attach it with a couple of zip ties. And having said that, I am just going to run and grab a couple of, like a hole punch. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. So I'll just put a couple of holes around. There we go. There's lots of holes. Okay. How am I going to attach this? Like this. It's hard to see from the fabric. Maybe I should have done that first. I don't even know. Come on. I can't get it. I have a feeling I'm not going to attach it in as many places as I originally thought. Okay, there's one. Ah, too tight. Who called it? I know I should have called it because I am so brutal on things. Okay. All right, come on in. Here we go. And not so tight this time. All right, there we go. There. Okay, next. Oh, we'll do it. Okay. I've got it twisted around the other way. Be gentle. I know I'm not gentle. I have never been gentle a day in my life. Oh, for heaven's sake. I am never gentle. I have gone through this life like a bull in a china shop. That is what I have done. There we go. So far, so good. Put that one there. I used to say them. Yep. Bull in a china shop. Is that a British thing? I think it might be. All right, we'll do one or two more here. Great, 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 great. Not great. There we go, great. There, there. Okay. A British or a Karen thing, maybe. All right. One more. I think this is probably good. Any more, and it's not going to be happy. Okay. Okay. All right. So glue gun. Heat up, please. There we go. Actually, that makes more sense. If I turn it that way, I can wrap it around. Okay. All right, so let me just give a second for the glue gun to warm up a bit. And while I do that, I will get the macrame cord. that is around here somewhere. Anyone see it on my desk? There it is. I'm going to put a little stopper knot in here, a little figure 8. Cut that off. Plink. We're about mid-center right there. Let's see how we are. Not yet. Almost. But of course, I'm not waiting. A bull in a china shop and impatient. Always impatient. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue around the edge, hopefully, to tack this down. And I'm essentially just going to coil it. It doesn't have to be tight. I just don't want it. I just don't want to be able to see the cardboard underneath. So this is going outside. And yes, I know I have cardboard here and not like a plastic plate. I guess if you were doing something that you wanted to do outside and you were thinking about doing it with a tablecloth or whatever, like I mentioned, you could certainly do it with like a cheap plastic plate. Again, from the dollar store. They have lots of twine and yarn and, well, not yarn. I wouldn't use yarn for this, but like jute or sisal. I just happen to have this macrame cord in my stash. Yep, cool melt glue. But not that cool. It's going to get hot real soon. I am getting little fibers from the fabric on the cord. I'm not worried about that too much because honestly, some of this is going to be covered. Not much, but some. So I'm also I'm finding it really interesting here too, because I'm trying not to goop that hot glue to make glue bits in between the rope. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't want you to be able to see the glue. And there's a couple of spots in here on the center that you can. But again, I know I'm putting something in the center, so I'm not going to worry about it. I just have to be mindful as I keep going around. So try not to get your hot glue, cool glue, whatever glue, too thick. That said, it dries very quickly if it's not thick. There we go. Yay! So what are you guys all doing today? Are you doing anything exciting for Father's Day? I know some people are going to be doing dinners and that because I was originally going to do a broadcast tonight for our tour, our July tour people. But of course, a lot of people are spending time with their fathers. My father is no longer with us. So there's not that. And my husband is not my father, but as a father, he is at a chess tournament. So I am here crafting on my lonesome today. He's in his happy chess place. Sorry, I've seen this exposed. Now I'm going to have to look up this meeting. What's nice? Mosaic crochet. Oh gosh. Okay, you are officially my hero. I don't know how you can do it. Mosaic just looks so hard for me. I can do all the stitches, but I think with my ADHD, I think it would be a real problem. I like repetitive stuff that I can where I don't have to pay too close attention to the project, because I'm often doing something else when I'm crafting. Oh, I'm sure I could do it, but would the ADHD be okay? A lot of frogging. Okay, so then I would give up. I'm just saying. If there's something that I've frogged more than twice, let's be honest, more than once, I'm not going to finish it. It's just not going to happen. Music, yes. The other thing I do, I like to listen to audiobooks. We kind of talked about that with the bookmobile and with the loose ends person last week. Mikey thinks that I listen to smut, which I do not all the time. But yeah. I'm right now listening to, for the second time, Kristen Hanna's The Women. It's about a story about nurses, one nurse in particular, from Vietnam and their experience. It's very good. I like historical fiction, especially when it's from a female protagonist point of view. Oh, that's a great idea, Wendy. You're right. A small mosaic washcloth. How did you like it, though? Honestly, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Please tell me the truth. Are you able to listen to audiobook and do other things at the same time? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But it depends on the book as well. I'll be perfectly honest with that. And I will also say I have been known to rewind. There's my age coming out. I have been known to go back and re-listen and catch up. But again, I do that with movies too, right? Like when I watch movies, I watch them 2 and 3 times because I always miss stuff. So, and that's whether I'm paying attention and only doing one thing or not. My brain just doesn't get everything on the first go. It just doesn't. Be kind, rewind. You're proficient at rewind. Very good, Pauline. Yeah. I don't mind. It's just the nature of the beast. And if I really like the story, I will listen to it multiple times to get more from it, like I'm doing with this book now. I really like that story. I like Kristen Hanna's books. Again, for historical fiction stuff, love it. When the World Fell Silent is another one, not Kristen Hanna, but it's a Canadian author about surviving the Halifax explosion. Really, really, really good. So if you're interested in Canadiana, or if you're coming here, hint, 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 we're going to be in the town, like the Halifax was leveled. I don't know how many of you knew that. in World War I with a big explosion in the harbor. So there is a story about, again, women, mostly nurses, but different women from Halifax, and how they survived or didn't. The Halifax explosion. Yeah. If you haven't heard of that book before, it is on audiobook as well. You weren't aware of that about Halifax? Yeah, World War I, because Halifax was a staging area to get goods across in both World War I and World War II from the Allies here. We sent so many ships from this area, and 2 ships collided in Halifax Harbor, and one of them was a munitions ship. So it exploded and took the city with it. Well, a big port of it anyway. The north end of Halifax was leveled. A lot of people died. A lot of people had a lot of injuries, a lot of glass injuries and things. Because again, it was a big spectacle, right? So there was these ships in the harbor and they were on fire, and people went down to the harbor to go take a look, and they were all out. It was a beautiful day. And yeah, it was not good. So there is a story, a really great story called When the World Fell Silent. It's a story again about a woman, 3 women actually. Well, 2 in particular, but 3, yes. And their different experiences. Yeah, absolutely insane and awful. Yeah. So pretty crazy. What's crazy is when you hear about World War II history and stuff as well, like we caught German, so there were German U-boats taken off the coast of Canada. And some of them, when they were captured, they actually had, believe it or not, they actually had theater tickets from Halifax in their pockets when they were arrested. So they were out and in public. And so both in World War I and World War II, maybe that was World War I. I think that might have been World War I, not World War II so much. Definitely World War I. If you were a German-speaking ancestry, you were not trusted here because of things like that. But yeah, there were definitely Germans, U-boat people. I'm just looking related to the Martinson. Oh, very good. So there's definitely people caught, Germans caught with sales receipts and theater tickets and all of that stuff from their time they spent walking the streets in Halifax. So you never know. Just added to the paranoia, I guess. Halifax is quite the interesting history. It's also the place back in that same timeline, that World War I timeline. I know it's not World War I, but the Titanic, when it sank, Halifax is where they brought people. This is where they brought everyone. And there are lots of grave sites. There are 3 in particular, one from the Catholic one, the Jewish one, and a non-denominational one with Titanic survivors in it, or not survivors, Titanic victims in there. So the Marine Museum of Halifax, the Marine Museum of the Atlantic has a big Titanic exhibition with things that they found off the coast of Halifax from that ship. All kinds of things here. Who knew, right, Gordon? All right. We have a big naval history here. Well, I should have used a larger piece of macrame cord because I'm still going and going and going and going. You're excited to see in August. Excellent. Well, ask me history questions. I'm happy to answer or find out. I love history. The another museum that if you ever come to Halifax that you should check out as well is Canada's Immigration Museum. It is essentially the Ellis Island of Canada. When people came across by boat, they immigrated here by boat. They all came to Pier 21 and then boarded trains for across the country or continued on to, I believe it was Montreal. There was another immigration center in Montreal, but everyone stopped in Halifax first, and that museum is spectacular. They used to have a big family reunion here before COVID. Oh, yes, you have to research it again, most definitely. I love living here. I am from Ontario, but moved here a couple of years ago and have not regretted it. Okay, this is taking me a lot longer than I wanted it to. But I think it's going to look good. I should have used a big rope. Oh, wow. I don't think I had enough of big rope to do it anyway. Shoot, don't get the glue on it. It is a beautiful place. It's an absolute beautiful place. It's kind of nice to see in that Sullivan's Crossing show that's airing right now. I don't know if you guys get that in the States. I think you do. Chad Michael Miller is in it. And our favorite barista from Gilmore Girls. He's in it. And it's filmed here. And as we heard, they're going to be filming the new White Lotus in Cape Breton this summer. So that'll be intriguing. Although I don't live anywhere near Cape Breton, but I know lots of people who do. Am I done yet? Holy crow. Oh, that would be awesome. Do you know what, Gordon? I think you're going to have a great time talking to Daniel. I think when you go to visit their gardens at their house, you're going to be overwhelmed. And Daniel is very keen on the local flora and fauna and making things sustainable and ecologically make sense and native growing, so native species, pollinators, bug things. Oh, that's cool about Sicily. Yes, I bet you can't wait to see Daniel's garden. It's pretty spectacular, and if you like gardening, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I can also see you loving the flower farm and talking to Sarah up there about the flowers. Because for those of you who don't know or aren't familiar with this trip that we're having for the Crochet Crowd, we're going to be picnicking in a flower farm up on, we call it the mountain, near Halls Harbor on the Fundy side of Nova Scotia. Flower farms. Yay! We have a make and take for you too, Gordon. Fresh Nova Scotian flowers with it, even. Gonna make it. Oh, am I done yet? Thank you guys for hanging around and watching me do this. I don't know if is it soothing for you to watch me tape macrame cord, well, glue macrame cord? Hello, Cheryl from Texas. Yes, it's going to be a door wreath. So I have more for it, but it is definitely going to be a door wreath. Yeah, I don't know of how much you can see it now, but all the fabric here is all Canadiana fabric from Stonehenge Fabrics. It's called O Canada. Came out in 2017, and I snagged it in 2017, and it's been in my stash ever since, and it was high time I used it. There's a part of me that wants to see if I have any larger line somewhere that I can do a couple of rows of that and then go back to this just so I can go a little faster. Hello, Violet. Hope you're having a great day. All right. You're crocheting and listening. Awesome. Your mosaic. I haven't forgotten that part. I'm still beyond. Hey. I guess it's kind of like when Michael's on the computer and I just tune him on and just listen to him talk and create. Get mad at himself. Oh. Whose idea was this? Hi, Lena. How are you? Nice to see you. Now around and around and around we go. You're as a member of the Crochet Crew. Yes, Cheryl, I recognize your name. I love how you spell it. There's yet another way to use yarn, right? This one, I think this was one of the Bernat ones. The Bernat macrame. I know I have a lot of the blue, but that doesn't, well, I guess I could use it. Oh no. All right. I hope you guys are going to do something fun today. Maybe with your father or the fathers in your life. I think that's just a North American thing though, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's one of those North American holidays. Well, I'm glad you saw. Not too for work. See, that's an idea. I could have done that. Multiple strands at a time, but no. England has it today too? Oh, excellent. I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. Oh my gosh. I'm almost hesitant to show you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to anyway. I found this. So that was going to go on them. So that's why I'm doing all of the cording around the edges. And I also have, I know you see some, I also have some wood maple leaves. Well, they're die cuts. And I thought maybe I'll shove them in corners. I don't know. But this is kind of what I'm thinking. But I also have this. So do I do that? And now I don't have to do any more cording. So inquiring minds want to know, what would you do? What would you do? And then if I do this, I can put one of these in the center. No, I did not. I bought it on sale at Michael's. I couldn't resist. Is that a yes? I'm thinking that's a yes. Those blend great with the center and edges. Yeah, I think you're right. You like the sign. So then the question is, both? Thank you, Violet. Do I put both on there? Definitely yes. All right. All right. So I am very happy to say that I no longer need to do any more cording. All right. So let's cut this off. I'm just going to really make sure the glue is down. And now let's attach it. Hold on. Now I also have a couple of holes. Do I hide them with these? Or is that too much? Why not? At this point, why not? It's like, holy crow, is more right now. Well, that is one big wreath. It's a good thing I've got nothing between my doors. It's literally an outside door. All right, so I am going to, for right now anyway, just glue this. Now I know where that is. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, that's all I'm gonna stick in there. All right, holy smokes, what you think? There's a whole lot going on there. Oh my gosh, fluff that out. Add some wire to the back. The other thing I need to do on the back, love this stuff, but it takes a while to, yeah. I'm just wondering if I put that in the wrong. That didn't take too long to dry. And if you knew this, the funny bit about this, Home Sweet Home, everything in my house is labeled with this font. It's mostly all Rae Dunn stuff. I collect Rae Dunn. I love her stuff. I joke about it all the time. And I know she's from the Bay Area, Gordon. I'm so excited because another friend of mine, somebody who came to one of my workshops when I was in Ontario, lived there and knew her, sent me some stuff. Anyway, it's not her handwriting. It's not her thing, but it is so close. Michael says everything in my house is labeled. So this is kind of apropos for my front door. And hello, I'm liking it here. I'm going to bring it up so that you can kind of see close up all the things. And Tony from Michael's, I used both. There we are, everybody. Woohoo! I'm going to attach that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to turn this over. I'm going to put something on the back of that. So when I see that through my front door, through the glass of my front, it won't look so bad. So I will put something pretty back there. But there we be. Yay! Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you did. I'm glad I put out the invite too. I hope you have a great creative day. And I will post a photo of this on What's Karen Doing. And I'm excited about this. Holy smokes. I think this is like, I don't make wreaths very often, but I'm going to really enjoy this. This is awesome. Okay. Have fun. And I'll be in touch again. And I will put out an invite anytime that I do this. And I promise I'll start, posting more. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye now. And hopefully I can end it without Michael's thing. Okay, bye. Will it let me do play auto and end stream? I don't want to play the auto. End stream. Got it. Bye.